Could the brand of fuel you use be more important than the brand of oil in your engine? Let's dig into the research and find out. Shell's V-Power ads talk about wear protection. They claim their V-Power Nitro Plus gasoline forms a protective film on metal surfaces, shielding your fuel system from wear and corrosion. If you're someone who cares about protecting your vehicle with real facts instead of marketing hype, hit that subscribe button right now. But wait, how can fuel affect engine wear? We get how it can cause injector and intake valve deposits, but actual engine wear? Yes, it can. And this video will show you the research that proves it. Shell didn't just make that up. The right additive package in your fuel can lower engine wear, just like they said. But isn't fuel the enemy of your oil? We've even shown that in a past video, so how can fuel actually help? Well, I spend a lot of time researching the relationship between fuel, oil, the piston ring, and the cylinder wall. They all have to work together in what I call the ring seal soup, and fuel is a key ingredient. This topic is near and dear to my heart. A few years ago, at the STAHL conference, a German research lab called ACT, which is like Europe's version of Southwest Research here in the US, presented some fascinating data. They showed how they measured the wear difference between fuels with and without friction modifiers. And their test method was super cool. They used radiation. They took a piston ring, irradiated it, and then they could measure the tiny metal particles from that ring in the used oil while the engine was running. This let them see wear happening in real time. Fun fact, the piston ring rubbing against the cylinder wall is the #1 source of wear in your engine. We've seen this in other tests. Just changing the coating on a piston ring can drastically reduce wear. So it's no surprise that fuel chemistry plays a critical role. Here is another crucial part. The oil in the piston ring groove is chemically different from the oil in your engine's sump. Why? Two things: much higher temperatures and way more fuel dilution. While a used oil analysis might show 1 to 3% fuel in the sump, it can be over 10, even 20% or more in the ring groove. So, what's in your fuel makes a huge difference right where it matters most. That fuel can actually lower wear if it's formulated properly. How cool is that? This also explains a lot of the variation we see in used oil analysis. Every day I look at samples, and I can tell you for a fact we see good and bad results with every single brand of oil. Why? One of the biggest variables is fuel quality. Use a high-quality oil with a high-quality fuel, and you'll likely get great results. But use that same high-quality oil with poor-quality fuel, and your results might not be so great. Research from both ACT and Southwest Research confirms this. Adding friction modifiers to fuel reduces ring and liner wear. Now you might be thinking, doesn't all fuel come from the same pipeline? Yes, it does. In fact, 87-octane gas is only 83-octane in the pipeline. The ethanol, and most importantly, the additive packages are added at the tanker truck before it gets to the gas station. And those additives are different from brand to brand. So how did researchers even know the oil in the ring zone was different? They built a special engine that could pull oil samples directly from behind the oil ring while it was running. Insane, right? This allowed them to see that the oil in the ring pack experiences much higher temperatures and fuel dilution compared to the large volume of cooler oil in the sump. They found massive chemical differences, and the harder they ran the engine, the more the fuel changed the oil's chemistry. What they saw was that every time they added a friction modifier to the fuel, they saw a reduction in friction at the ring liner interface. This brings us back to that ACT study. In Europe, they have premium and regular fuel at the same octane level. The only difference is the additive package, which makes for a perfect comparison. And what did they find? The basic fuel caused more wear than the premium fuel. Chemically, they discovered that the ZDDP anti-wear additive in the oil was being used up faster with the basic fuel because it was also having to act as an antioxidant. The better fuel let the oil do its job more effectively. Ever wondered what really happens inside your engine's combustion chamber? It's a pretty intense place. In the ring zone, where the piston rings meet the cylinder wall, the temperature gets so high that it actually consumes the oil's main anti-wear additive, ZDP. When ZDP is gone, it can't protect against wear. This is where your fuel choice becomes critical. Think about it. With every intake stroke, the fuel injector sprays fresh fuel into the cylinder. If you're using a premium fuel, that spray contains special friction modifiers. These little heroes come in and save the day, providing the protection the oil can't in that extreme environment. It's an amazing example of tribology in action. As someone who works with piston rings every day, I find this fascinating. That tiny area is like the pressure cooker of your engine, dealing with incredible heat and fuel dilution. It's a true test for all the components working together. To prove this, researchers took two identical engines and made the piston rings slightly radioactive so they could precisely track wear. One engine ran on basic fuel, the other on a premium fuel packed with those friction modifiers. They ran a 120-hour test and measured wear in three ways: the radiation method, 3D surface scanning, and used oil analysis. The results were mind-blowing. First, the radiation tracking showed a massive difference. The engine on basic fuel had 7.32 microns of wear. The one on premium fuel, only 1.7 microns? That's more than 4 times less wear. Just to be sure, they then ran the first engine on premium fuel, and the wear rate dropped even further, confirming the fuel's protective effect. Next, they looked at the surfaces with a 3D profilometer. Honestly, you don't even need a fancy tool to see the difference. The parts from the basic fuel run were visibly pitted and worn, while the premium fuel parts looked much smoother. The measured data backed this up completely. Finally, they analyzed the used oil. Over the 120-hour test, the iron level in the oil from the basic fuel engine jumped from 6 to 110 parts per million. For the premium fuel engine, it only rose to 70. Again, a huge difference, proving that the premium fuel's friction modifiers dramatically reduce wear right where it matters most. This also helps explain something interesting about oil analysis reports. We often see a lot of variation in engine wear, even when people use the same brand and viscosity of oil. We always talk about the oil, but we rarely ask, what fuel were you using? Now we know that fuel quality is a major variable. So, when a fuel company says their premium product can reduce engine wear, it's not just marketing hype. The science backs it up. It's not just about the octane rating. It's the advanced additive package that makes all the difference. This channel is all about science, not speculation, and these results are some of the coolest I've seen. If you want a more in-depth video on fuel chemistry, drop a comment and let me know. Hope you enjoyed this look into how your fuel protects your engine. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.